Ravi was a woodcutter. He lived in a small village nestled near a river. Every day Ravi went into the forest. He chopped wood and sold it. Ravi was a kind man. He always had a smile for everyone.
Chuckles softly. Good morning, everyone.
Ravi worked hard to support his family. He was a good man, always honest and true. One day Ravi was chopping wood by the river. The sun was shining brightly, and the gentle sound of the flowing water provided a soothing background to his labor. Ravi had been working hard all morning, and he was almost done with his task. Suddenly his axe slipped from his grasp. It happened so quickly that Ravi barely had time to react. The axe splashed into the deep water with a loud plop, sending ripples across the surface.
Oh no, my axe! Ravi cried out in distress, his voice echoing through the trees.
Ravi was devastated. His axe was gone. It was his only tool for earning a living, and now it was lost in the depths of the river. How would he work now? He couldn't afford to buy a new axe, and without it he couldn't chop wood to sell. He sat by the river very sad. His mind raced with worry and despair.
What will I do now? Ravi muttered to himself, feeling utterly hopeless. How will I support my family? He wondered, thinking of his wife and children who depended on him.
Suddenly, the water shimmered. The sunlight danced on the surface, creating a magical effect. A beautiful woman rose from the river. She had an ethereal glow, and her presence was calming. It was the river goddess. Ravi couldn't believe his eyes. He had heard stories of the river goddess, but he never thought he would see her in person. She looked at him with kind eyes, and Ravi felt a glimmer of hope. The river goddess spoke to Ravi in a soothing voice. Her presence was calming, and her voice carried the wisdom of the ages. Ravi felt a sense of peace wash over him as she addressed him.
Why are you so sad, my child? What troubles your heart on this beautiful day by the river?
Ravi told her about his lost axe. He recounted how it had slipped from his hands and disappeared into the depths of the river. He explained that he needed it to work and support his family. Without his axe, he couldn't chop wood, and without wood, there would be no income to feed his loved ones.
I lost my axe in the river. It was my only tool for earning a living. Without it, I can't work and provide for my family. They depend on me, and now I feel helpless.
The river goddess smiled. Her eyes sparkled with kindness and understanding. She wanted to help the kind woodcutter. She admired his dedication to his family and his honest nature. She dived into the river. The water parted gracefully around her, and she disappeared beneath the surface, leaving Ravi in awe of her divine presence. Moments later, she emerged holding a gleaming golden axe. She offered it to Ravi, her smile reassuring him that his troubles were over. Ravi was astonished. He had never seen such a magnificent tool. He hesitated, unsure if he should accept such a precious gift. The river goddess nodded, encouraging him to take it. She assured him that it was a reward for his honesty and hard work. With gratitude in his heart, Ravi accepted the golden axe. He bowed deeply, thanking the river goddess for her generosity and kindness. As he made his way back home, Ravi felt a renewed sense of hope and determination. The golden axe was not just a tool, it was a symbol of the river goddess's blessing and a reminder of the power of honesty and kindness. The river goddess emerged from the water. She held a shining axe made of gold.
Is this your axe?
Ravi looked at the golden axe. It was beautiful, but it wasn't his.
No, that's not mine, he said honestly.
The river goddess smiled again. She dove back into the river. This time she brought up a silver axe.
Is this yours?
Ravi looked at the silver axe. It was very beautiful too, but it wasn't his either.
No, that's not mine, Ravi said again.
The river goddess was pleased. She knew Ravi was a good man. She dived one last time into the river. This time she brought up Ravi's old iron axe.
That's my axe, Ravi exclaimed joyfully.
The river goddess was happy with Ravi's honesty. She gave him all 3 axes. Ravi was amazed. He couldn't believe his eyes. The river goddess had not only returned his iron axe, but also gifted him the golden and silver ones. His heart swelled with gratitude and disbelief.
He thanked the river goddess for her kindness. With a heart full of appreciation, Ravi bowed deeply, expressing his sincere thanks. He knew that such generosity was rare and felt truly blessed by the divine intervention.
The river goddess smiled and disappeared. Her form slowly faded into the mist, leaving behind a serene glow on the water. The river returned to its calm state as if nothing extraordinary had happened. Ravi learned a valuable lesson that day. As he sat by the river, he reflected on the events that had transpired. He realized that honesty and integrity were far more valuable than any material possession. Honesty is always the best policy. This experience taught him that being truthful and sincere in his actions would always lead to positive outcomes. He decided to live by this principle from that day forward. It's more precious than gold or silver. No amount of wealth could compare to the peace and satisfaction that came from being honest. Ravi understood that true riches lay in the values one upheld.
Remember, children, always be honest, just like Ravi. The elder's voice was gentle yet firm, imparting wisdom to the young ones. They listened intently, captivated by the story and its moral. It will always make you feel good inside. The children smiled, understanding the importance of honesty. They felt a warm glow in their hearts, knowing that being truthful was the right path, and it might even bring you unexpected rewards. Just like Ravi, they too could experience the joy and unexpected blessings that come from living a life of integrity. The story left a lasting impression on their young minds.